Peace, 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 peace. Peace, love, and light to all American Aborigines. This is your brother, Aboriginal Power. Hopefully, y'all having a great, great grand rising on this beautiful Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, y'all having a great day. Hopefully, y'all just chilling. Enjoy your day. I got a fire bill coming up for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button as soon as you come in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And please share this on all your social media outlets. All right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get it right now. Let's go ahead and get it cracking.
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. The truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Yeah. Slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our own land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much, they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even up the playing field, bitch, I'm darn. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonized came here, they ain't never leave her. Indians ain't die off cause we here. You ain't gotta lie, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans, naturalized citizens, made all the Indians niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights gave us amendments. Thank God don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted, it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to the teacher. And the new kid got voice coming out the speaker. Cut off trees that have made us weaker. Really they foreigner, the shit gets deeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aboriginal, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheeple. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privilege is real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. You built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to your oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read, but we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there together, pay attention. We got ancestors, but the papers is missing. Kings and queens, but you can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon killers still walk around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I've stated. We still oppressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm taking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. That ain't my story.
Let's get these likes up in the building, family.
History is his story. Probably ain't your story.
Share this on all your social media outlets. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let's get it. Hey, I know it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Go get your coffee. This is the Wake and Bake. Let's light up the backwoods. Let's go.
I said paper on paper on paper. Ain't no genocide, we was killed on paper. Buried us alive in the practice of the paper. They know who we are, swear they hate us cause they ain't us. I said paper on paper on paper. Ain't no genocide, we was killed on paper. Buried us alive in the practice of the paper. They know who we are, swear they hate us cause they ain't us. I said gotta never die, never left us. Even though they took you home, he still behind you like a catcher. Life is like a doctor, everybody want their checkup. Money, he been preaching, charge for a confession. See, ain't nobody focused on the bullshit that they told us. I was trying to pin you sick when ain't nobody came before forwards. We the best part of waking up before the Folgers. That's why they want your backs against the wall like a poster. Indoctrination being sold as education. Most of history they taught you came from some imagination. Roots was never true, fuck the whole compilation. Fuck Walter Plecker, fuck Alex Haley. America is Egypt, Israel Queen Khalifa. Babylon used to dabble by NY, check my fever. Niggas think I'm lying cause they sleeping. But bitch, I ain't no fool shopping my toes every season. I said paper on paper on paper. Ain't no genocide, we was killed on paper. Buried us alive in the proudest of the paper. They know what we are.
I'ma call you after this. I'ma call you after this live stream, bro. I got busy yesterday. I'ma call you for sure.
In the proudest of the paper. They know what who we are, so they hate us cause they ain't us. Guess I gotta start bad rapper, tell these niggas how it happened. Control is the goal, now you space like William Shatner. Technology's economy has overthrown your balance. Now your headaches come from waves, microcells up in your atmosphere. Fears how they take you, they spank you for being active and questioning all the requisites made to prevent disasters. Clearing out the churches, FEMA talking to the pastor. Got the online tithe and it's survival for the masses. They never loved our classics, but bite off our originals. Reclassify your favorite rhymes the way they did the Seminoles. I'm so black, pride that my inside's purple. If the world had never died, they probably never alert you. You need to venture out and stop sticking the circle. Strength in numbers react different to curfews. The moving not perfume, the streets ain't gold. Our summer so cold, we left the fall on froze. I said paper on paper on paper. Ain't no genocide, we was killed on paper. Buried us alive in the proudest of the paper. They know what who we are, swear they hate us cause they ain't us. I said paper on paper on paper. Ain't no genocide, we was killed on paper. Buried us alive in the proudest of the paper. They know what who we are, swear they hate us cause they ain't us. I said paper on paper on paper.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. That's that paper on paper on paper. We're gonna get into a couple more jammy jams before we get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about. I'm not gonna be on here long, but we got a lot to talk about. Let's get it. Make sure y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming in. Good to see y'all faces.
Sometimes the best response is none at all. You probably would've left your man, that ain't 100 dog. See, nowadays it's like the fans doing the police job. Y'all talk that gangster shit, but cry when the nigga get lost. You supposed to walk and have, but shit, I still ain't got my point across. If the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't have said he wrong. Fuck what they say, that's understood, we had to make it home. I put that on the neighborhood before they bust my dome. Tell me right blood on your brother on the ground, go pick your mans up. That right, we screaming self-defense, he should've never put his hands on. The foot, that's all the evidence. See them pussy niggas showing right up on. Who the fuck said that I was high and I'm still riding around with them bands? And set the record straight, I ain't never had no show inside the A-man on my head, that's what they say. That's all you got, bitch, make it A. Come run up on me, bite the back. 30 clip on me, jump out shade. That shit a shame. I'ma live this way until they put me in my grave. We be on some B shit, we be on some rock out with that Glock out on some G shit. I been with them youngers, really marked out on that 3 shit. We be on some block, I blow they block off, hit they street shit. We be on some fucking hitters, mama's when the bitch lost none at all. You probably would've left your mans, that ain't 100 dog. See, nowadays it's like the fans doing the police job. Y'all talk that gangster shit, but cry when the nigga get lost. You supposed to walk and have, but shit, I still ain't got my point across. If the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't have said he wrong. Fuck what they say, that's understood, we had to make it home. I put that on the neighborhood before they bust my dome. Tell me right on. Top shot at they play, I'm dropping the bag. Right by the store with all them crip niggas, only life that I had. What they don't know, he knocked down 4 and did it all with no mask. So many men, they wanna kill me, feeling like Curtis Jackson. Whoa. I don't give a fuck, I know what I feel. My man's ain't doing nothing wrong. And if your man's wouldn't have did the same, we need to stop fucking with him. Feel what I'm saying? And everybody think this shit a game. I already know it's murder and that shit.
Let's get into the last jammy jam, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button and please share this on all your social media outlets. Hey, don't be scared by hitting the like button. Support the channel if you will. Hey, all of it works and goes into good favor. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, you guys. Shout out to the American gods.
Yeah. I ain't here to judge, I just want you to walk with me. So miss me with all envy, cause shit could get dark quickly. I'm swimming with the sharks, they wishing that jaws get me. What I speak it shall exist, that's the spirit of God in me. Listen, I'm trying to tell them that it's deeper than rap. I'm trying to bring them back, the ones that fell deep in the trap. See, they feed you the bullshit, but then be keeping the facts, spreading white lies by trying to tell our people they black. I know my lineage, I spit the truth, and in that booth you sit me in. Connected to the higher power, I know why it sent me here. To open eyes and show that hope it lies within your mind. Cause this globe is ours, so let's take over now. You know it's time, cause they control the blind. Lost so they can't see what's going down. Yeah, you might could take the gold, but you can't break the golden child. All my kings worldwide, I know that they gon' hold it down. Come for eyes and they firing straight out the holster. And I've been having premonitions. See, it's time for us to stand up and unite. You feel me? Because a lot of people say that you gotta see it to believe it, you feel me? But from my perspective, I look at it as sometimes we gotta believe it to see it. Start with you feel me? Feel this. I've been having premonitions of my niggas winning. Building up the projects, free from penitentiary. And we all unified, so ain't no senseless killings. I'm glad we finally realized that we ain't really different. We finally get that we in fact all kings, so we subtract all beef. We growing crops in every block, look like Black Wall Street. And we investing in these stocks so we can stack our cream. And we ready for war if you try and snatch our dreams. Revolution, we abide by our principles, making changes. Street niggas turn scholars. Knowledge is really gangster. We protectors and providers. We gotta uplift the nation for our queens. We ride if you try to put them in danger. Yeah, beneath the chaos, know your soul is pure. All that greatness you got within was never shown before. Wherever you take your crown, that's your home for sure. So why beef over the block when the world is yours, indigenous?
At one point, I was ignorant and lost, but like you gotta know yourself before you do anything, before you can make a record, before you can have an opinion. You gotta know yourself. So we don't got no means to go get it. These niggas got millions of dollars, institutions set up, like the LAPD, like the Fed, like the FBI. All this is their army, and their army make it to where you can split your will. Meaning if a motherfucker don't want to do it from an agreement, you can come take it. If a nigga don't want to agree to do it verbally, but you got an army to come enforce your will. So that's what we lack. You know what I mean? We don't have no army that's gonna come protect our natural resources. Because our shit is divided. You know what I'm saying? We don't even understand how we connect. And that's the fucked up mentality of that.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. That's your brother King Azir. We played a little Trey Ali, and we also played some Threads 3000. Make sure y'all go follow those brothers on Instagram, and make sure you go check out some of their music content on YouTube. Oh, before we get even started, we got 61 brothers and sisters in the chat. If you don't mind hitting the like button, and if you don't mind sharing this on all your social media outlets. And first things first, drop some fire emojis in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. I know my microphone is extra loud and shit. I don't know what's up with that mic, man. This mic extra loud. It's like, yo, you can hear me from way back here and shit. But I don't know. But hey, drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. This is the Wake and Bake Show. We're going to get straight into a few things that I have lined up. So you see the title. Joe Biden allocates $400,000 towards immigrants. Let's get into a little bit of this audio we have lined up. Let's get it.
Is one, if you could talk a little bit about which families, why they're being allowed to stay, what the families that are being allowed to stay, why they're being allowed to stay. In addition to that, when it comes to the filibuster, which is what Zeke was asking about, there's immigration is a big issue, of course, when it relates to the filibuster, but there's also Republicans who are passing bill after bill, trying to restrict voting rights. Chuck Schumer is calling it an existential threat to democracy. Why not back a filibuster rule that at least gets around issues including voting rights or immigration? Jim Clyburn, someone of course you know very well, has backed the idea of a filibuster rule when it comes to civil rights and voting rights.
Well, look, I'm going to deal with all those problems. The question is the priorities as they come and land on my plate. Let's go to the first question you asked, the first of the second questions you asked, and that is, what about dealing with families? Why are not some not coming back? Because Mexico is refusing to take them back.
So he feel like it's our job to take them. And this is why Trump wanted to build a border so we wouldn't allow these new race of people to come and control. What Biden is doing is already set up agreements and sold part of our government to China, and the rest of it he's allocating to the Spanish government. He's trying to play into the Treaty of Guadalupe. So what he's doing now is allocating 450,000 towards immigrants. Why do the immigrants need 450,000? Why do they need 450,000? We're going to get into that in just a second. Make sure you hit the like button, you guys.
They're saying they won't take them back, not all of them. We're in negotiations with the president of Mexico. I think we're going to see that change. They should all be going back, all be going back. The only people we're not going to let sitting there on the other side of the Rio Grande by themselves with no help are children. And what we're doing there is an important point to understand. I know you understand. I don't mean to say it that way. An important point to focus on. The vast majority of people under the age of 18 come to the United States come with a telephone number on a wristband, or come with a telephone number in their pocket in the United States. A mother, a father, a close relative, a grandmama, or grandpa. What's happening before is it's taking literally weeks and weeks and maybe even months before anybody picked up the phone and called to see if there really was someone there. Well, we've set up a system now where within 24 hours there's a phone call made as that child crosses the border. And then a verification system being put in place as of today to determine quickly whether or not that is a trafficker being called or that is actually a mom, a dad, and or a close relative. They're establishing that right off the bat. If it in fact is mom or dad, dad says to take the extreme case, I got a birth certificate. Then guess what? We're getting that kid directly to that parent immediately. And so that's going to reduce significantly. There's two ways to reduce child populations in circumstances.
You notice how Joe Biden looked younger, right? We'll get into that too. We know this was really not Joe Biden. Let me give Mama Bear a rant. Shout out to Mama Bear. Hey, I'm going to let y'all know right now. Y'all know how I'm a real guy off the scene. Listen, Mama Bear is one of the realest that I've met off of the line, along with the rest of the other brothers and sisters. But she adds right in line with them. Shout out to Mama Bear. She one of the realest. Shout out to you.
That are not acceptable, like being held at a border patrol.
But this really ain't Biden, though. This nigga got a skin mask on.
Station. One is to get them to the place where they have a relative.
Shout out to Junior Nietzsche in the chat as well.
Hearing can be held. The second way to do it is put them in a health and human services facility that we're occupying now, both licensed beds around the country that exist, as well as, for example, federal resources like Fort Bliss, to get them safely in a place where they can be taken care of while their fate is determined. Filibuster. With regard to the filibuster, I believe we should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago. And that is that
he said when he came into the Senate 120 years ago. Whoever this is got a skin mask on. They might be even time travel. Listen to him.
With regard to the filibuster, I believe we should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
Yo, did y'all hear that?
The filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago. And that is the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
He 120?
To a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago. And that is that it used to be required for the filibuster, and I had a card on this.
So this nigga 100?
Back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
So he 120.
And that is that existed.
Y'all got to help me out with this one.
Just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago. And that is that it used to be required for.
Shout out to Janet, the Nubian Queen. I also got to meet that sister face to face as well. So shout out to Janet, the Nubian Queen. We appreciate you for coming out. Appreciate you. I hope you enjoy yourself at the event.
Filibuster, and I had a card on this. So I was going to give you the statistics, but you probably know them. That it used to be that from between 1917 and 1971, the filibuster existed. There were a total of 58 motions to break a filibuster. That whole time. Last year alone, there were 5 times that many. So it's being abused in a gigantic way. And for example, it used to be you had to stand there and talk until you collapsed. And guess what? People got tired of talking and tired of collapsing. Filibusters broke down and we were able to break the filibuster, get a quorum and vote. So I strongly support moving in that direction, in addition to having an open mind about dealing with certain things that are just elemental to the functioning of our democracy, like the right to vote, like the basic right to vote. We've amended the filibuster in the past. But here's the deal. As you observed, I'm a fairly practical guy. I want to get things done. I want to get them done consistent with what we promised the American people. And in order to do that, in a 50-50 Senate, we've got to get to the place where I get 50 votes so that the Vice President of the United States can break the tie, or I get 51 votes without her. And so I'm going to say something outrageous. I have never been particularly poor at calculating how to get things done in the United States Senate.
Look at him. He just pretty much told you he don't even know how to run the United States. Listen to him.
Tie, or I get 51 votes without her.
Listen to what he say right here.
And so I'm going to say something outrageous. I have never been particularly poor at calculating how to get things done in the United States Senate. So the best way to get something done, if you hold near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
That nigga forgot. He might really do got dementia, Alzheimer's or something. Listen to him.
Like to be able to, anyway.
That nigga forgot what he was going to say.
Like to be able to, anyway. Senate. So the best way to get something done, if you hold near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. Like
that nigga forgot what the fuck he was about to say. I think his robot glitch. His shit snapped. That nigga said, anyways.
To be able to, anyway. We're ready to get a lot done. And if we have to, if there's complete.
Look, what's this?
We're ready to get a lot done. And if we have to, if there's complete lockdown and chaos as a consequence of the filibuster, then we'll have to go beyond what I'm talking about.
So let's get into the next set of video right quick. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share this on all your social media outlets. We're going to get right into this next set of video because this is going to explain a lot of shit that we need to touch on right now. Joe Biden is allocating $450,000 to foreigners. Let's see why. Biden administration reportedly considering $450,000 payments to families separated at the border. These are Mexicans, and also in a press conference some time ago, he said you better get acquainted with the Mexicans and the Spanish because they're going to be running this. Y'all remember that speech he said sometime last year when Trump was still as president? He's been telling you get ready because these Mexicans are going to run the land. How do I know this? We're going to get into that. You get 450,000. You get 450,000. You get 450,000. All the Mexicans in the world just coming over here get 450,000. The fuck does that sound like? If you get 450,000, just sit right here at this bench. We're gonna get you 450,000. And look at these people. Return the children. These people are really white Spanish, and these people are Anglo Jews who's looking for ways to get in to tie up our infrastructure. Let's continue. Let's run that back. Man, listen, you starting to see Asians, white people, everybody acting like Spanish people coming through these. I would run to the motherfucking border too. Shit, I might run to the border too and be like, hola, ¿cómo estás? I try to get in. My family. Yeah, give me my 450 so I can do what these people about to do, which is buy up all the fucking land. Look what it says right here. Biden administration is correct to provide relief to the children and families affected by the government. Horrific practice of family separation. The ACLU lead attorney Lee. I don't even know how to pronounce that fucker's name. So look, you see how these look, and we aim to reach an agreement by the end of November. Listen, first of all, these Mexicans that you see are walking off to success, and they're walking to America to collect $450,000, not so they can live good, not so it's relief for them. This is the reparations for being stuck at the border, but we can't get reparations for having our whole genocide, our whole lineage pretty much wiped out through paper. That's genocide. We can't get a restitution. Can we get our shit reserved and replaced and allocated back to what its rightful stance need to be? But you're gonna allow some Mexicans to get 450,000 within the last. They only been at the border for a month or two, and they already got reparations. Something ain't right here. It seems like they're pushing an angle to get rid of the Aboriginal people here. So what are we to do? We're not anti-government. We're not in it for the violence. We just here want what we rightfully are due and owed. They're giving these Mexicans $450,000. What can you do with $450,000 and 100,000 Mexicans that's getting it? They can literally buy up the United States. Let me say it again. 100,000 Mexicans with $450,000 could buy the United States and own it. This is the game plan of Biden, you guys. They are giving these people money to buy your land. They're giving these people money to control the infrastructure in America. Don't get it confused when they say Asians own most of America. Don't get it confused like these people are not Asians that was enslaved in colonial Mexico. Obviously, the United States have to pay these Mexicans because the part of the border where they're trying to stop these Mexicans that actually belongs to the Mexicans. Let's go look at the Treaty of Guadalupe. Here in a second, we're going to pull up the Treaty of Guadalupe, which shows you that the Spanish and Mexican government owns actually 7 other states that the United States claim. California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, and I believe it's Florida. It was 7 states. I'm just here to make y'all fucking realize that these Mexicans are getting 450,000 to buy up the land. And why have they not gave us, the Aboriginal, the so-called Negro, the quote-unquote Black American, their just due? And they already have admitted to doing us bad. They have made movies about doing us bad. They got articles about doing us bad. They have books about doing us bad, but yet they do not want to pay the Aboriginal people. Is it because that we're still claiming black? I believe so, and I almost know this to be fact. we must get into our proper uniform so they know who to pay. Black don't owe nothing. They ain't owe nothing. The Aborigines is. So when you come to them as black, black can't get shit. Only the Aborigine. Only the Aborigine. Biden is a pathetic, low-life guy. And they're allowing these immigrants to come in. They sanction them only to allocate them with $450,000. Black is the reason you haven't got your $450,000, which we're owed quadruple that. We are owed 10 times that. We know that the money that they was printing is credited. We know it is printed by paper. Why can't you just produce $1,000,000 to give to each and every misclassified Aborigine that is classified as an Afro-American or American Negro or descendants was colored? Why can't you give them their millions? It'll take a week just to print the money off. It costs $717 to make $1,000,000 in just material. Can we get our just due? We are not black. We are not African American. We are the true autochthonous beings of this land. We are the Aboriginal of America. And I'm going to say it again. We are the Aboriginals of America. And we need to have a conversation. Honestly, we need to really go to the Biden need to hear us out. Because obviously he's listening, because obviously he heard the Mexicans' request and he's granted it. He has granted allocated money, $450,000 to these foreign immigrants. $450,000 allocated to these immigrants. We ain't getting anything because we still think we black. It's a small fraction of us that's in this Aboriginal understanding that truly understands who we are. The vast majority of the world, of the so-called color, the Negro, the autochthonous being that has been indoctrinated and has genocide committed against them, don't even know who they are. They don't rightfully know who they are. They cannot give the money to someone who identifies as an unknown specimen. You have no history of people attacking and doing bad of you. If you're black don't have any history attached. It doesn't have any standing in law. This is the true shit here. We got to understand this is a game that has been forecast, and we got to understand a lot of these Boule and Baby Boule members. Shout out to everybody. Not everybody is a Boule that is in a fraternity, but a lot of them are. So I'm speaking in general. A lot of these Boule members understood this. They knew what was to come. We sitting here twirling around your freaking thumbs, and you can't even understand. You told me that you are getting 850,000 K in reparations and some promise to treat me to lunch when I get paid. Hey, Almighty Bay, that is the funniest joke I've ever heard. Listen, if I see a large group of black people get reparations, at least 800,000, anything, fuck it, anything, $200. Black don't get reparations. They haven't got it. I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs if black people get a reparations. It's impossible. I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs if black is able to get reparations. At the end of the day, we our life is an open book. They openly admit to what they have done to the indigenous people here. But yet the indigenous people, the true indigenous people have not asked for nothing. They have not gotten into their proper uniform. Why do you guys still identify as black? Why do you still write on your paperwork African American? We have to change who we are. If you ain't going to change it yourself, then who the hell is going to do it? If you're not going to change how you're recognized and how you're identified, then who the fuck is going to do it? Excuse my French. We must be prepared for Asian Spanish government. It is rising. I mean, what Mexicans already living off the lowest income of money. What you think they're going to do with $450,000 allocated to each family that was stuck at the border? Do you think they just going to thumb around or what? They're going to buy up your land by large numbers. They're not even trying to steal it now. They can't steal it no more because we're aware, so they're doing it in slick ways like like allocating money to foreigners that already want to take over. Like allocating money to foreigners that already want to take over here. We have to understand this is a tactic. This is a tactic. Hey, yo, big dog. Hey, Brown Wolf. I seen you in the chat, G. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch all the battles. I probably missed like the first three. So I'm gonna need you to do me a solid, G. I got you a hot 30 bones. I need you to screen record the first three battles and send it over to me. The first three, send it over to me because I'm gonna be live doing my face off with Bro Sanchez. Brown Wolf, I got you some bread. Screen record the first three battles for me, G. Good looking. Shout out to my nigga Brown Wolf. Hey, we're gonna have to really smash that on my other channel, man. Go follow the Battle Rap Wizards on YouTube. If you ain't following, go follow the Battle Rap Wizards. It's my other channel. We break down battle rap topics and we also bring enlightenment and consciousness understanding to things as well. Man, I don't even know, G. But that surf battle is gonna be crazy. But that's on another note. But listen, back to these motherfucking Mexicans. These people about to buy up your land, man. I mean, I really don't got too much to say, man. I said I wasn't gonna be here long. I just want to get y'all there, but I'm about to drop the link in the chat so we can have maybe a discussion. Oh shit, I didn't mean to drop that. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Sheesh. It's probably some. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but hey, read it while it's in there for you. I did not mean to spam the chat like yo, folk doing great. I didn't know I had anything else copy shit. Put the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat, so hit the like button. While we wait on a few brothers and sisters to come on, we're going to play a little jammy jam. Y'all ready? Let's get it. This is Aboriginal Power, man. The Aboriginal scientists, the Aboriginal archaeologists, anthropologists, and geologists, forensics. We bring a historical narrative, bring it down that nobody has ever brought to you. Let's get to the jammy jam.
Fucking science. Yeah, fucking science, bro.
Level, check. Goggles, check. Nodules, check. Fucking science, bro.
Hiya, lads. Welcome to science class. Bob, quit writing raps in your log sheet. No one's gonna sign your ass. Okay, let's get scientific. Fossil fuels come from years and years of biodecomposition. It's really just scientific. Why didn't all the fossils turn to oil? Some did, some didn't. Anyway.
Didn't Rockefeller pass scientists off the year Geneva Convention?
Wait, what was that? You wanna come up here in front of class? What, you wanna teach? You really think you're smarter than me? No, sir. Sit down. Here's your homework on the atom bomb and the World War, how it affected us then and now. Well, I seen the footage and I really just want some answers. How does someone film an atomic bomb and it doesn't destroy the camera? I mean, I was just... Bro, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. Fucking science, bro!
Level, check. Goggles, check. Nodules, check.
Fucking science, bro. Welcome to history. We evolved from Neanderthals. That is no mystery. Well, why are there no monkey fossils? What, are you kidding me? I'm just saying. I just should have learned that way back in elementary. Man, this nigga know what the fuck he's talking about. I have a diploma, and you have a diploma, or we're learning disorder. My wife is a lawyer. We both have a daughter. She's doing fine with the things that we taught her. I'm just using the scientific method. Did we evolve from electronica boy or Homo erectus? And all of the fossilized footprints in the fossil records don't show a line of thrust. That's not consistent with compression.
What the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, okay, smart ass. This is real knowledge. Save all the hippie shit for art class. It's really starting to bug me on this one. Gonna have to trust me on this one. I've done the studies on this one. A little rusty on this one. I mean, why can't you just answer my question on the subject? It's not in the fucking book. It's not up for discussion. Science. I fucking love science. I love science.
Level, check. Goggles, check. Nodules, check.
Fucking science, bro. Damn, must have been the hell of them Stegosaurus. It's over century burning fossil fuels. Still ain't no shortages. I ain't saying I'm Neo, but I'm nothing short of a Morpheus. Fuck, thought this was a globe. I gotta check my coordinates. You could blame my disorderly conduct on my subordinates. If it ain't no Coriolis, who's to blame for New Orleans? Why the poorest people always get extorted by corporate giants? We don't boycott, we buy in, and I find it unfortunate. Yeah, me plus you plus her, that's four. Now, bring your worst and I'm gonna bring much more. Yeah, leave your nerves, your skirt both at the door.
Add it up.
In case you didn't know,
Fucking science, bro.
Well, Earthshine is much
Welcome to Aboriginal Power Science, man.
Fucking science, bro.
Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got the brother Esky and we got America's True. Let's get it, man.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace and blessings, y'all. How y'all feeling? Grand Rising.
Peace to the people. Peace to the people.
Peace to the people. What y'all got? What y'all want to talk about? I know y'all came on to drop something for us. Let's get it.
So,
let everybody know what's your name, where y'all from.
This America's True DNA. Basically, I wanted to touch on a few things that you talked about. Basically, is aiming towards, you know what I'm saying, us putting the feet forward and actually going out there and making the same progress that they made to make that happen with getting their money. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, how we can come together and do bills on, you know what I'm saying, put all these brains together and do bills on figuring this out.
I think we should. I think when we actually got a program already set, I don't know if you hip to it. We do got private Zoom classes, and we set up 2 different Zoom classes. So we allow to let 100 people in each Zoom. So that's kind of our way, and we record those, and people that's there can, you know, send them out to. It's personal. It's not really for the online, because when we building with solutions and game plans to how to get our footing right, we don't really want that to be faulted in any way. So we kind of do it on a private chat room, if you will.
Hey, couple warrior.
Right. You
hey, Esky, we ain't reading the chats. We ain't responding to the chats. That's my rule up here. We don't respond to chats. So we respond to chats out here.
My bad, cousin. My bad.
No problem. Oh, shout out to America's Warrior. I am going to drop the link in the chat.
Oh,
But so listen, man. Like I said, Biden allocated $400,000, and it should go into effect by the end of November to immigrants, Mexican immigrants that was held and stranded and took off the border. So these people are coming here to buy up your land. The next thing you know, you're gonna have tons of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and everybody else acting
oh,
like Mexicans so they can get this money to buy our land. It's that simple.
damn. My bad. Homie, it seemed like I think he dropped out. I don't think he kicked him out, right?
No, I didn't kick him out. Absolutely not.
Okay, cool.
I don't kick anyone out.
And my bad for response to the chat. With that being said, damn man,
How you feel? How do you feel about the $400,000 being allocated to Mexican immigrants?
I say fuck them. Except the Haitians.
I'm saying, what do you seem like? Why is this a thing? Why was this allocated within such a short period of time? Why was it executed, and why is it now being implemented in such a period of time? And why so much to these particular immigrants? Just your opinion.
Wait. Get specific. Real
Why
quick.
do you think they gave these people so much in such a quick period of time? These people only been held at the border since 2020. 2020.
Man, they good people. So the Haitians, let them in.
We talking about the direct contact who has been allocated, which is the Spanish and Mexican people. How do you feel about them getting this 450,000? And why do you think they was given the 450,000 within such a short period of time of them
Hey,
being here?
listen, man. Fuck them. The Mexicans, so-called Mexicans, nigga, fuck them. But the Haitian folk, let them in.
Listen, I'm saying,
I dropped out. My bad. I can answer.
shout out to Esky. I want to ask you, like, why do you think, in your personal opinion, why do you think they was given the money so quick, and so much? Do you have an opinion on that?
Wait. Who's giving the money?
Joe Biden and the internal revenue has allocated funds and reparations for families held at the border, Spanish and Mexican families held at the border. $450,000. It's been in works for a couple months. It actually got approved and it will go into effect at the end of December. So they will be getting $450,000. Why do you think they was given $450,000, and why do you think it was done in such a short period of time?
Well, fuck them and their mother. And all I'm gonna say is I don't give a fuck about niggas. Period. You feel me?
But if you do, then you could maybe explain. Well, we'll get to you later. Maybe you don't understand. I got the brother Cohan on here. Shout out to the brother Cohan. Shout out to Brown Wolf. Cohan, how you feeling, brother? Can you hear me, brother Cohan? You might have to unmute yourself if you're speaking. Shout out to Cohan. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Brown Wolf, how you doing, brother?
What's up, big bro? What's up, man? What's up, y'all? I'm gonna run that favor for you too, big bro.
Appreciate that. I need it too, because I'm gonna be live doing my
I'm on that tonight. I got 2 laptops, so I'm on that shit. What's up, SB?
Yo, Brown Wolf. That's my fault. I feel like you support you, my folks. That's how I feel. I don't know if I'm right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying. I'm shot out Oakland for people that don't know. But I was gonna say the reason I think they give them that money, the same reason they changing these logos so quick. You see what I'm saying? They taking away all
it's $450,000 for each family, Jaguar. $450,000 for each family, not for the whole cost, but for each family. So each household gets $450,000.
Nah, man, fuck that. That's bullshit.
Hit the link and let me know how y'all feel about this. Each family at the border, each house will be allocated $450,000 if you're a Spanish withhold or stranded at the border. So,
Aboriginal power. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. My my
I
bad.
agree with this bullshit, but I kind of want to get
But
into more
we
of an
don't know who.
articulable conversation instead of saying fuck they mothers and fuck them. I want to kind of get in more of
That's
an
what I'm saying. I
articulate
think the same
Right,
reason they changing
conversation.
them
Sorry,
logos.
sorry, my bad.
right. So everybody's into giving and sharing. You know what I'm saying? Donating. So that's basically all they're doing, right? To some people that know what they're talking about. It's people fighting for them, and they in the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get in the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And do the same thing. That's all that is. They're fighting for what they know. That's all that is. That's why they're giving it to them.
I
They
think
Man,
give.
they're
that
They know
shit, that shit
it's a,
crazy,
it's a certain
man. What you
tactics
gotta
that they use in
understand,
the
you
combat.
got
They're not
now.
just
Listen, let's
giving them
look
that
at it.
money.
Each
They're
household
not
could
just
really be
giving.
slick, and they can say one. They can have two kids, four kids, and then just say one parent take two kids, and the other parent take two kids. That's two families right there. You see what I'm saying? Now they both each get 450,000. Now together they got $900,000 in one household. See, this is the games that they're trying to play on you, and it's not
Right.
for them in their restitution. It's strictly for them to buy up the land and to have economic and gain on this infrastructure. Go ahead, brother Cohen, you got the flow.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you because the stuff that I know that I seen go on from people behind the scenes, they don't have birth certificates and social security cards. They borrow their friends' kids, and their friends borrow their kids to get benefits and other type of sneaky shit that they do to the system to get way over.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to the brother Cohen. Appreciate you for coming on the panel. And just real quick, as you keep on building about this particular topic, shout out to the people and let them know what's your name and where you from, brother.
Oh, me, Kohen is just my name, because me and my friends, we Israelites, things like that. But me,
That's
I'm
what's
from,
up.
I'm from Western Mass.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So how do you feel about these particular groups of people and family members getting $450,000, and why do you think they was allocated this money within such a short period of time?
Honestly, to be honest, I just seen it like 2 days ago. I want to see. How you get like the news on your phone. I just seen it. But to me, honestly, it's just like you said, to buy up things. And that ain't gonna do nothing but bring more of they people and help they people out. Like you see that they do to the other immigrants and stuff. But like for the tax breaks on their businesses and things like that. It's like they keep putting these people in position and leaving the people that's here, that been here, at a standstill and push back even further.
Like I said, they trying to wipe out the American Indians
If the
coming
European
back.
government got paid 18,000 to come here to this land and to become naturalized, then and you see where they are now today, what do you think it could be for our future with these people coming here in large numbers and getting overwhelmingly $450,000 to come here? Which is a little significant large difference between 18,000 in the early 1700s compared to the $450,000 today.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna wipe us out.
No,
Definitely.
they're trying to wipe us out. It's like I just said, the same with the logos. So niggas gonna be left trying to figure out how to get their land patents back for 100 more
That's
years.
that's why we really have no time to bicker and complain with one another when we
Exactly.
literally have immigrants coming over here to buy our land. We don't have time for the bickering and complaining. This year I came out with we want to make sure we bring peace, love, and light. And it's wild. It's wild that a lot of these people even oh man, we just got to come together, man. We all we got at this point. At the end of the day, unless you want to be man, it's gonna get real nasty. It's gonna get
Yeah,
real nasty.
let me ask you this,
Shout out
AP.
to Sister Soul. Shout out to Big Dog Philly, Dr.
Anybody,
Tinfoil.
let
Peace
me
to
ask you this,
God.
AP. What's up, peace, y'all? Hey, is anybody? But my thing is with the logos and stuff, them changing the logos and the identity, trying to hide, suppress. You know how we all waking up. They trying to suppress that momentum is what I'm seeing. So I'm like, is anybody else not? Is that not crazy to y'all? Like they're changing the imagery. I'm an
It,
artist.
it,
I'm
it
looking
is
at that
kind of
part.
crazy. And I want to ask you a question too, big brother.
The
I think
guardians.
it's wild, wild crazy. Shout out to the brother Dr. 1040. We're gonna get into it. But Brown Wolf, why do you think that these particular people was chosen to be allocated $450,000, and why do you think they was given the 450,000 within a short period of time? It will go in effect at the end of November. How you think that plays a significant part for us?
I mean, I caught the tail end of your discussion about them, but aren't these the mestizo or the Mexicans, the modern day Mexicans that they've been using to bleed into this Native American society?
Right.
Yeah, so I think it's just going to further the narrative of where we headed in this history. Before it was the teaching everybody the African thing, you know what I'm saying? So they already got that African shit on lock. Now they trying to suppress this American thing by further locking down giving these mestizos or these so-called Native Americans
I
or the
agree.
people, this is where they got the stock of the Native Americans from. So they're trying to keep that going and lock that down as we waking up, because it's all about the land, like you said. If we getting our land back, they like, no, we need to get boost that Native American train back up and bring these Mexicans back. You know what I'm saying, to keep that shit going a whole another 500 years. It's a loop system. They trying to
Right.
loop.
It's looking nasty, man. We done seen these immigrants come over here and get large allocation. We already seen what they have allocated towards the Arab and East Indian invasions that recently came over here before. So they just allocating tons of money to all these foreigners. They got the Afghanistanians who recently came over here. You got now this Spanish families who's been stranded and held at these places on the border, now getting this money. So it's looking like a repeated system here. And before I ask the
Yeah.
rest of the brothers and sisters some questions on the panel, I want to say shout out to Asar, Sister Soul, Big Dog Philly OG, and Dr. Tenfoil. And shout out to the chat as well. I want to say peace and blessings to the
Like,
chat.
fam,
I appreciate y'all for coming
this
in
is a
here. Make
big
sure y'all hit the
ass
like button
lobbying
as y'all
operation.
make sure
We
y'all
know
hit that like
their
button.
politics is
Hold on,
about
brother
money.
Chief
You see
Jonesy.
what I'm saying?
Hold on, big bro.
They're gonna buy
Hold
these
on.
little refugees. They stressed out. They in.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I think you got a delay too, Chief Jonesy. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. And also the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. For those that's regulars and my moderators, please share this on all your social media outlets. And let's get it, man. Let's get it in. Go ahead, brother Chief Jonesy. We got the brother Yuda in here for the first time. His mic is working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yawatu Wuda. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce these Hebrew names sometimes. I apologize. Appreciate you, brother, for coming on the panel as well.
I
So
was
yeah,
gonna
brother,
say it's. I
Doctor,
think it's an effort for them to
go ahead, Chief Jones. My bad.
solidify their votes, bro. They're trying to get these motherfuckers in here, get them registered to vote. They can guarantee them all these votes. They buying these motherfuckers like lobbying. It's reverse lobbying. I'm telling you, they go. It's coming with the script. It's not gonna get a check. They coming through. They see the Democrats as the face of this. So when they come talking about voting, they gonna still have this money allegedly. And so that'll be, you know what I'm saying, the plan, I think, because they know that the American Indians is not fucking with that system anymore. So they got to bring some people in to keep that system going, is what I
I
say.
don't even think they
And so
want
this
that
money, what
system no more. I think they're just trying to sell out the dip off. They're not even going to be here no more. You're not going to be controlled by these same people. You're going to be controlled by these same people that's going to be allocated this $450,000. So they're doing the switcheroony right now. They're doing the hand-to-hand exchange right now in front of your face.
Those are the those are the Caucasians. Any
Yep.
refugees. The
Let them go, y'all. Everybody mute
Caucasians,
themselves. They got
the
some feedback for somebody.
Asians, the Mongoloids. See, we got to tap into, you got to hit them with the science. See, Indian is a Mongoloid. That comes from India. So you got to let them have that and just be the originals. They're coming home to roost. They're coming home to crow. Just get out their way. Know who we are. We are the organic. Everything else in the Eastern Hemisphere, that's all of the nations that come from the Book of Commerce. Coming to the land of the milk and honey. Getting on the backs of the original inhabitants. We are the descendants of that. So we will further slip into citizenship. We are the second class citizens. Shit, they're working on the third and fourth class until our black asses are out of here. Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we really got to understand that, they're doing a switcheroonie on us right now, man. And so we know that these same people we've been hearing over the last since 2017, 16, that Asians and the Asian continent and these Chinese been buying up the infrastructure, slowly buying up the land. So, and what I want you to do is when you look at these Spanish or these Mexicans, these quote unquote Honduras, whatever they call these Spanish groups of people that's at the border, we got to understand that these particular people are one and the same as the Asian. They're just
Early man. Hey,
they just the enslaved Asian that went through classification, misclassification, identification, uh, 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 renewal. So even when they came here as enslaved Asians, they went through chinos. They was chinos for years. Then they went to being identified as Indians. So these same Asians that done bought the infrastructure know that their prior ancestry had already been enslaved here. They're looking for revenge and payback.
they're mudded. I mean, that's what make the Mexican race, the modern day Mexicans, the mudded, because the Filipinos was ran through Mexico at a certain point in time, so they blended in. So all of that is the Indian, the Native American. It is better to pay a little than pay a lot. To pay all of us our just due, it would really bankrupt them or keep them. They'll lose then because we
I
we
mean,
we
I
were
don't
set
feel
in
like we
gain and
can
gain.
bankrupt the system that can literally print the money out that a motherfucker is getting, or just simply send it to them as credit or to their accounts. You see what I'm saying? So it's not nothing for them to do that. I just seen them allocate millions of dollars to some
Yeah, but
to
look,
some
look, look, look.
Arabs.
Yeah, but look, if they give us that will enable Black Wall Street again. Nah, they want to pinch us because we are the original inhabitants of this land.
I
All
don't think it's about the
immigrants
money though.
come in here. This is the melting pot. This is the ultimate plantation.
This is
Huh?
this is not a melting pot. That's why I be trying to explain to people. America has never been a melting pot. Only until foreigners started proceeding here, and even up to the earliest first foreigners to rather around in our land was they seen a sense of justice here. It was protection. These people was in prison. These people was punished for them encroaching in our land. So this land has never been a melting pot.
So
Uh,
1828 made it that though.
okay, that's
1828
true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
with the with the invention of the dictionary. See
That's
the
true.
book of cast of spells, 1828. What applied to the copper color races now applies to the European and their bloodline, their descendants, the immigrants.
Yeah, so what it simply shows is that there was a sense of switcheroony in 1828. The so-called Indians or the Aboriginals or the American, which is applied to the Aboriginal or copper color races, were no longer what's going to be exclusively known as Americans, but now that term was going to be applied to descendants of Europeans and thus for our own. So it simply shows the state of where America is today, and it explained it before it happened in 1828. It even gave ignition to. So that's what you're reading in 1828. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the brother Root Words on the panel.
Yeah. So with okay, it's good. Okay, all of the land is out, but you have to know what land you from, because different lands is different natural resources that's in the ground that they are mining from. Just as Facebook changed their name to Meta, they've been, for as long as Facebook been up, they've been mining into our information that they needed to add to the matrix. So it's it's always about race, because you can win a race on land, air, and water, huh? I'm done. Hey, I get too animated. Thank you, Power, for letting me come on. I'ma still
Hey, Copper.
sit up, but
Hey,
I
Copper.
get besides myself, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, Copper Tone.
What's up?
Is your family from here? Is your family immigrants?
Man, my family from here. So what's up? What's up?
I'm just asking the question. Don't be rude, because it's a question about people from here and immigrants. I'm just wondering, is your family from here,
Nah,
like
my
grandparents
family
and parents, or is your family?
from
Because me and you went through
from
this before. I'm trying to come on here and be an
from here.
asshole.
No, I ain't
I'm
trying to
not trying to be an
come at
asshole.
you on
But
a honor.
every time me and you build, brother,
Hey,
I'm not being an
hey.
asshole, but a lot of y'all, I'm gonna say a lot of y'all, especially a
Mm-hmm.
lot of y'all on this panel, have y'all's family from Haiti and Jamaica and from these weird ass places.
It
But then
it's
y'all say that we're
still
niggas.
Haiti is still part of the America.
I'm
So
gonna
I
ask you
know
one more
more
time, brother.
about
Is your
that
family from
that
Haiti?
entity.
Copper
I ain't
Tone. This
saying
ain't
that
an
my
argument.
family, Haiti,
This ain't an
hey,
argument,
it
Copper
is
Tone.
the West
Hey,
Coast
hey,
versus
hey, Root Words,
East
one at a
Coast.
time. I want you to actually get your point. I'm glad you came on the panel. Shout out to the brother Root Words. Shout out to Coppertone too. I want y'all to have a discussion. So when you ask the question, politely mute yourself, allow the person to answer, and then when you're ready to
All right.
rebuttal that, politely unmute yourself and go
All
in.
right,
We
but
can do
all I'm
this shit
saying, Ad Power, is
properly.
these
It's a good
motherfucking
discussion.
foreigners will not answer the question directly. I just asked him a simple question. Did he have family from Haiti or not?
My family
Mute
from
yourself, Root Word.
South Carolina. What? Every time you
Do
make
you
me,
have
that ain't got
family from
nothing to
Haiti or
do with
not?
nothing.
Hold on, Root
I
Do
Word.
got
you
It's
have
family
family from
from
Root
Haiti or
Word.
not?
South
Root Word.
Carolina,
Root Word.
but
Mute
Haiti
yourself.
is part of the Western Hemisphere. Those are just the islands off of the inland. So what does that got to do with anything, huh?
Do
Actually,
you have family
it's
from
a valid
Haiti or not?
question. It's a valid question. So I'm gonna allow you
He
to
still
answer the
ain't answered
question
it, Ad Power.
correctly in
He
totality. Go.
didn't answer
Hold
that
on,
part.
reverse. Hold on, reverse. I'm gonna allow him to answer your question. Are you Haitian? What is your question again, reverse?
Do he have any family from Haiti or not?
Do you have any family from Haiti or
And
not?
my
Now go
family
ahead and mute yourself, bro.
from South Carolina, huh?
See, I did not say that. Just say yes or no, bro.
I don't have no family from Haiti. My family from South Carolina.
He
That's
said no.
the
He said
same
no, Root.
thing,
That's
huh?
that's his answer. He said
Huh?
no. It's like they gave you a no. He gave you a no, Root. A plain no. So he answered your question. Let's get it. Uh, Shout out to the brother Asar. We got the brother Asar on here. We got root words on here too. Man. Shout out to
Peace.
everybody. Sister Soul,
I just want to keep it real,
right
Ad
after
Power,
this.
because he told me that he had family from Haiti. He told me that. But I'm just trying to say, most of these people will
I
not keep it
rep
real with you,
for
my nigga.
the Haiti cause when the Haitian president got his head blew off. I'm just showing that the inland has no empathy for nothing, huh? That's all. That's on the
What do you mean the inland
western.
don't have no empathy for anything?
See what I'm saying?
You know, I mean, it shit is that
See what I'm
not a
saying?
Hold on, Ro. Hold
collectively.
on, Ro. Let them get it out, bro.
Collectively, we don't. Collectively, we don't. Oh, we so-called Indians now, but coming up, we didn't give a damn about even the Tonto Indians. So it's the karma collectively that the
Oh,
black.
are you equating to the fact that we like all the same? Because like some people are not under the impression that everybody's the same. Some people just look at it
I
as
mean,
America as America.
I see how the islanders. I see how one could feel one way or one way, but the islanders never lost their true I identity. The inland Indians lost everything. They
So
was
you
totally
you
white,
gotta ask
whitewashed.
you gotta ask yourself if the islands is smaller and was colonized at the same time that the North America was, and we both was colonized roughly around the same type of people, whether it was Spanish, French, or Britain, right? How are y'all able to keep your culture and we're able not to have our culture? Why is that?
For
No,
different
it's like
factors,
like
different,
see these islanders
different,
and these
different
immigrants,
reasons.
they
But
come over
I
here
get
and
it.
change the
I'm
story
not
around like
fucked
you just
up
said.
over shit like that because I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida. I done seen all islanders. I ain't never seen an African. I ain't never seen a Tonto Indian unless I have to go to a fucking reservation. So my life experience is my best master teacher.
Hey, all I'm saying is I'm up here as an
Well,
American
if
Negro,
you
and
went
me
to a
and Sister Soul
reservation to see Indians, well, you didn't see no
Indians
Indians. Number
up there.
one.
Both of y'all, y'all won't answer
You
them.
know that
That's
Tonto.
what I'm
You know
saying.
that Tonto
All
Indian
three of
that
y'all up there that came from
Hold
I'm trying to
on,
say
hold
all
on,
are
hold
islanders and
on,
y'all
hold on,
scared to
hold
say
on.
it.
Wait,
Hey,
but scared, scared, scared,
hold on, Doctor
scared
Ten
of
Four.
what?
Hold on,
Root words?
Doctor
That's why
Doctor Ten
everybody's
Four.
scared of
Hold
that
on,
shit.
just
Y'all islanders, my nigga. Y'all
Scared,
are not
scared, scared.
Negroes.
You keep saying this, but a motherfucker.
hey, the sister soul was trying to get a question in, you guys. The sister soul was trying to get a question in. I appreciate y'all. I can't even mute root words, Mike. That's crazy. You want to let me mute his ass, but you got an impossible mute button on that motherfucker. But hey, shout out to Root, shout out to Doctor Ten Four. I'm gonna allow y'all to get it in, but go ahead, sister soul. You got the flow if you had a question.
Yeah, just real quick. We're up here talking about like the real true invaders, people that are nowhere from here, getting like lump sums of like cash to advance themselves past us. And we're worried about a Haitian or a Jamaican or any islander. I think right now that's not important. The most important is us being together and sticking together past all these
Facts.
people. That's a better thing to be discussing versus that nonsense. Because
That
I
way.
mean, it's against all of us. Anybody that has melanated skin, they want you gone. So I think it's us against them at this point. Where you're from, what land you was from back then and there, I don't
Actually,
think that's important.
I think it's a
I,
little different than that. I believe these people know exactly who people are, whether you're melanated skin or not. As a matter of fact, I've seen people from other places come over here and simply identify up under the suppressor and the oppressor umbrella. I've literally seen Africans
It's in
come
the
over here
blood work then.
under the status of white. I've seen Cubans come over here as white, darker than me, hair nappier than mine. I've done seen Puerto Ricans come over here as white. I've done seen Dominicans come over here in status as
That's
white.
just a
So,
that's just a status, but
but listen though, so
the
listen.
blood work.
Hold on, when you allocated a certain identified number, your number is identified by your status, and your status is going to be identified by your number. So when you're registering anywhere and dealing with any time, anywhere in this system, they're not looking at you first. So they don't even know what you look like. They go by your numbers, your social, and your
That's
in
why
your
it's numbered.
area.
Yeah.
So this is a status in a political place, and they play a political game. So
It's tied to the citizenship.
all these foreigners come over here up under the same umbrella, and we're stationary as the radical or the savage or the incompetent or the
Consumers.
minority.
The
Understand? As the
consumers. That's
minority.
it. They are the immigrants are the business owners that come and set up shop, and we are the
All
consumers.
foreigners get listen. All foreigners do the same thing that the initial foreigners did to you. Come over here, take from you, undermine you, and buy up your infrastructure, and that's it. All of them does it, whether they doing it with a negative intentions behind it, or whether they unwillingly or unknowingly know about the intentions behind it.
Capitalism.
But
That's the American dream.
neither here or there. The fact remains is that they're doing it, and they can't be re- disputed. Like you can see it with all foreigners. I've seen 3,000-year-old beasts settled in America based off of them able to take money away from you, set up in your shop, and to gain economic infrastructure here. I've seen it back to back to back. I see East Indians have stores right next to a fucking Afghanistan, and they're peaceful. When they in their countries, they go to war on site. You understand
They
that?
put down
That's
petty
happened for thousands of
differences.
years. And
Petty
now it's
differences.
settled in America
Get this
because
money.
they can take from you.
Get
This
this
is why.
money over the fucking consumers. So it's the blood. The blood. The types of men have types of blood. The types of blood is the species of men that rule over us. Organic
Yeah, we know
men.
Ali Muhammad. Go ahead, Cohen. I see you want to get it in and ask the question. All you gotta do is unmute, bro. You can
But it's
fall in
science
anytime
though.
you want to, brother.
It's science though, but you know the type of oil that your man-made car make, but do you know your type of blood type, huh? The ultimate oil that they purge from you and want to when you go into their medical
Listen, this blood that listen,
facility.
your blood is cool, but we don't identify who we are by blood, never have. So that blood shit,
They
you heard
know
this
what
Indian
type of blood you got, but you don't know that. So that's the unhidden shit that I get it. I get it. Now it gets pseudo.
I mean, I know what mine is. Shit.
It's pseudo, but it's you tap into they fucking hospitals that red recycling blood thing. It's real
listen,
heavy, huh? Huh?
listen, blood, anything dealing with blood comes from a
That
foreign
for that
concept.
type of for that type
This whole
for
blood
that
quantum,
type. But
blood
it's four
fusion,
type of
that
blood
shit.
type, huh?
All you
It's
gotta
four
know,
type
all
of
you
blood
gotta
type.
know is
We're
either
not
you an
talking about
elbow or
that
you not.
DNA for entertainment purposes only. No, I'm not talking about that
Nah, I know
pseudo
that, but
shit.
listen, what we
What's your
talking about
blood
is
type,
all you
huh?
gotta know is either
What's
you an
your blood
elbow,
type? What's your
original,
blood
or
type?
not.
You know the blood type of your car, but it's a goddamn shame you don't know your blood type, huh? What's your blood type, huh?
Listen, we all talk about our blood type, but listen though, long as you know that you are,
Mankind has a different
hold
blood,
on, hold on,
huh?
bro,
The
hold
African
on,
has a
chill,
different
G,
blood.
chill.
It's
Hey,
pseudo now. I get it.
hold on,
Please, thank you.
all you gotta know is that you are elbow or not, G. You feel me? It's only three blood types that you're gonna be, and it's gonna spell out elbow. Original. If you original, you're gonna have the elbow. That's A, B, or O, and different variations of. That's elbow. If you the elbow original, then you're gonna have one of the three variations. You see what I'm saying? It's just really that simple. Dude talking about nothing. Dr. Tinfoil, boy, his ass loopy as hell. On folks in them grave. Sorry. I did not kick him out neither, y'all. So don't say I kicked him. His ass was just clowning. He know he needed to go. Shout out to the brother Assault, man. We got root words on here. Hey, what root words are? Oh, he gone. We got Big Dog Philly OG on this motherfucker. What's up, though? Y'all all quiet. Cat got y'all motherfucking tongue. Y'all up here just to look good on my motherfucking panel. What y'all doing, man?
I just want to say hello to the panel. I'm a sister. My name is Copper Ama. Yeah,
Copper
how
Armor,
was that?
peace to bliss. I've been seeing you trying to get in for the last few days. Something with the device got to connect, but now we got you connected. Peace and blessings. Good to have you on the panel. You got the flow.
It took me a minute. My bad. I'm an old school. I ain't hip to all this technology. But I was wanting to just put in the fact that we all talk about how the Europeans and the Pilgrims had invaded, but we also forget to bring up the point of Genghis Khan. He invaded first. Can you hear me? See,
Yes,
y'all
I hear
there?
you loud and clear,
Okay,
sister.
okay, okay. Yeah, Genghis Khan. So, that's part of China. So you got to look at it. You got your Bohemian, you got your Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Who they look like? They look like little Chinese men. They ain't far from it. So just like my boy said about the blood, they're like kind. If you look at Mexicans, they all short like Chinese men, hair texture like Chinese men. They don't have our hair texture.
Yeah,
You
it
gotta
tell
you
you that
gotta
they
look at
came from now.
right, right. So yes, all of them against us. That's what it is. It's all of them against us. We've always been the target of everything. The Aboriginal, the ABO blood type. There is different blood type that they don't talk about. They don't talk about their blood type. They do have a different blood type. They come from certain animals. That's where that uh what you call Darwin comes from, where
That part.
you come from ape to man.
That part.
They are the mutants. That's where mutants come from. They are the human. We are the man and the woman. They are human. They were made. We are original. That's why we are
They're
ABO
mankind.
original.
They're mankind. The
Yes.
kind of man.
The
And what
kind of
kind? We're
a
trying to still
kind of a
figure out.
man. Exactly. Exactly. Coming through raping the queens of us to make their man over and over again. You gonna eventually get it right. Look at them. They out here, you know what I'm saying, having sex with animals now with people faces on them. Where you think it come from on the Egyptian wall? That ain't no game. Ain't none of this a game. They put like my sister, what's her name? Uh that part. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's her name? She's on here a lot.
Empress
Empress.
Oprah.
Yes,
The
Empress.
original
She
Copper
the
Empress Holder.
the original Copper Empress. She on point every time she opened her mouth.
Facts. Shout out
Yeah,
to
this
Empress
is
Holder
Facts.
and this
a fact.
motherfucker.
Right, can you hear
It's
me?
a fact
So
though.
That's true.
so when you talking about an invasion, you got to look at the Bohemian in Hawaii. You got to look at the Mexicans in Mexico. Don't forget about Genghis Khan. His ships were way bigger, 100 times bigger than Columbus, and his ships and came over here to invade first. That's why you got your nomads up in Alaska faking like they Indians. Them ain't no Indians. Them Chinese too. Them Hawaiians,
Right.
Indians.
Yep.
Them not Indians.
The
Them
shaman,
Chinese. The
So you
the
saying there was a
South
Mexicans
war?
are
American
So you
shaman.
Chinese.
saying there was a war
Those
with
are
the West
part.
Coast and China?
Yeah,
That was a war
it
with the
So
was.
you
West
saying
Coast.
there was a
That's
war
Hell
in
yeah.
the
they
Look,
kill
1800s
me
and
That's
the
with
why
it.
1700s with the West Coast and
that's why
let me
that senator
explain
from
something,
Hawaii is
y'all.
Chinese.
It was a thousand
and
year
and and
war
you
with the
wonder why
Asians.
everybody keeps saying,
Peace,
you know
big
what I'm saying,
ass.
they
Can you
tell the
hear me?
truth. They got to tell us the truth of what they
but them
doing
was
so we
the
can
but I just
fall
want to
for it.
ask one question. Was them West Coast,
Right,
so that's saying that them was West Coast tribes
right.
that we don't talk about that was fighting China. It ain't have nothing to do with the East Coast.
Correct.
Nah, what
So
I'm
it's
Mike
saying
saying
that we
check.
was
is,
Can
fighting a
you hear
two-headed
me?
war.
yeah,
Correct.
we was getting hit from
Hold
both
on, I
sides
just want
from
to say
different.
Mike
Genghis
check.
Khan was around
Mike
the
check.
14 to the 1600s.
Can I ask the sisters
Now I'm
Hey,
on
saying
the
that
you
stage?
gotta
Genghis Khan was from
hold
the
on,
14 to the
everybody,
1600s.
one at a time. But no, go ahead, Rude. Go ahead. You got the flow.
I
Everybody
want to
mute.
say Mike
Some
check. Can you
feedback.
hear me?
I got you, Big Dog Philly. Right after this, I got you, big bro. Everybody mute us some feedback going on. But now y'all touching on
She
some
made up
shit
one of the
because it
greatest
was a
points
great
ever
war.
known to indigenous history. Yeah. It came from the West Coast, just proving that our East Coast indigenous brothers had West Coast indigenous brothers that just was as powerful that they cut off that history that the first war started off on the West Coast of America with China, like she said, but I digress.
No, it did, and it's also mentioned in the Mirrors. Matter of fact, it lasted for almost 1,000 years. You had different waves of Asians coming in. You would have had the Japanese look. You would have had the Cambodian look. Then you would have had the East Indian look. Later on, so you got different invasions of these Indians. You see what I'm saying? So even to the point where these people are being enslaved in our land. It's documented. We got records of it going back shit to the goddamn Inca, showing document records of what they recorded as enslaved Asians, all the way down to dress, historical dress, and phenotype. This is records. And then you got records later in the
all the
1400s
way up to
of these
World War
people.
II.
Yeah, you got these people being enslaved in the 1400s in the colonial Mexico. You feel what I'm saying? Again, in the late 1700s in North America, concentration camps. They even got reparations for that. Y'all can look this up.
She might be right. I might agree.
And
Maybe.
and they got people that's been in concentration camps in the 1900s. In 1942, they smashed up every last Asian that was in America. So this shit has been going on for a
Yeah.
long time.
As a
Facts.
matter of
I have
fact, they
power. I
sure
digress.
did.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
also Vietnamese women that was bringing over here during that same time during the Vietnam War that they was bringing over here and bringing them into these goddamn concentration camps. They released them, freed them, gave them allocated money, and then classified these people as Indian.
Yeah. Nigga times.
So
Crazy.
what I'm telling you is the history of what's going on, who is who, and who is what is very complicated. So for one to look at what's going on now and to think that you have an understanding will only be faulted. You must have a historical understanding and a present day understanding to best have the best understanding of what happened here in America to into what how people got classified or misclassified, if you
So
And
you
will.
saying that most of us? So you saying that most of us is wrong? Even me, even me might be a little bit wrong because we ain't including the West Coast indigenous people that was very powerful for 1,000 years till China beat them. That's like some of the most hidden secret
Listen, our
history of ours.
history go. I can go back. Listen, our history go back millions of years, really, octillions. This is what our ancestors documented. See, y'all go with the
Yeah.
Papa Tony and his pseudo history. I don't know where the fuck he getting this shit from. We did what our ancestors' primary research, what our ancestors say. I don't have to use the white man information. I can strictly go to a codex and break down a codex for what it is. And then I can give you the white man who broke down the codex into English language if you want that. It's nothing to me. So when you deal with our ancestor records, they tell you that we go back octillions of years. Fuck millions, octillions. I can give you recorded history going back millions of years and how a lot of this science has been allocated around the world. And what you think is a beginning to this Aboriginal or to this American, to this Indian, to this process of pyramid building is not only the start, but it's a reset. It's only the drop off of a peak that we had once had. So this is what we're trying to reach in our mind and get back to and strive to, which is collectively coming together and being creative and using your natural resources to make things advance for you in your surroundings. This is what being Aboriginal is. Simply, it's facts.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
drops Mike.
You see what I'm saying? So, you got a lot of people around here weird, thinking we beasts and come from lizards and slime, and you got a lot of weird stuff going on. So, you know, we like to keep it with the facts. There was never a time that
So
we
you telling me
wasn't
that
here.
there's a lot of history?
Go ahead, Root.
So
What
you
you say?
telling me there's a lot of history that I'm gonna say me been overlooking? There's been a lot of history that I've been overlooking that this beautiful lady came on here and was talking about where we had a great unified Indians or a great empire, whatever it is that was on the west of the Mississippi that we have to resurface, huh?
I mean, that's not. You should have known that. You should have known about.
We never had any name anybody that's
Yes.
ever talked
You should have
about.
known
Yes.
We
about that.
can't
You should
be.
know about the Asian invasion.
I
Repeat
gotta say,
that.
this lady has brought it back up
Repeat
to
that.
the.
Repeat that question one more time for me, Root. Word. My bad, bit brother. Some sound went off. If you can repeat that question again, Root. That nigga Root dropped all the way off.
It's just like
Had a
nobody
question
talks
for
about it
me.
except for this is the first time I heard it in the indigenous community that there was something coming from the west except for the east. So
Nah,
I'm
man,
glad that the lady started. Nobody has ever talked about the great Asian and indigenous war of Genghis Khan.
yeah, but
I
see,
That's
you
all.
gotta
That's all.
realize Genghis Khan never made it here. He never physically made it to America. You got to realize that shit was cut short. He never made it to America. There's no evidence of Genghis Khan coming here, having war here. But what you do have is other invasions and empires coming before Genghis Khan and during and roughly around that time. They weren't coming on no ruthless shit, no horses, like fucking up shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but you got the history. When you get into Tartaria and southern Mexico, you'll understand. You feel me? When you get into his Russia and Russian history, I mean Russian military in New York in the 1700s, you'll start understanding that it was a connection going on. We had a sanction here that was mainly infrastructure. You can look at it like a headquarters, and you had an outpost, or you had regional spots, and this is how we operated, much like how the military of the United States operate today. You feel what I'm saying? Much like the Aboriginals, much like the government set up when they go places, they set up. They in Afghanistan, they in China, they in the Eastern Sea, they in the Red, they all over. You see what I'm saying? But the main infrastructure of them is here, and this is a tactic that they took from her. Along that they took their constitution, along that they took their hunting tactics, military tactics, and everything else. So we got to understand what's at play here and what you have literally given to the world. Just go look it up. It's a fact.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I think she was just explaining how these Asians got here, which or like
Yeah, that's basically what I was
yeah,
explaining is
which is
how the Asians got
yeah,
here. I didn't. It's not like I'm saying like they got in here on a war issue or
No, they just came,
what
right?
yeah. Keep going, sis. Keep going, sis.
millions of people in the and on that invasion, just like they doing that in the and down at the border right now.
Exactly.
So it's not
Yeah,
like they coming over and secretly trying to invade on our land on that sneaky shit. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying they war. And see, that's the reason why we mix and mingle with a lot of them. And that's the reason why they put them forth as the original Indians. You notice all of them is the Chinese man. And they try to put them forth as that. If you look at them, they all look alike. They put their picture up as the actual Native American, the Aboriginal, the native to this land, and they know they're not native to this land. So with those
right.
pictures in place to show or for them to put up like it's them, the Mexicans, Chinese, Bohemian, you know what I'm saying, nomad Alaskan, all of them, and put them in as the original people. And okay, so with this great awakening, they know we waking up. They know we're waking up. That's why they got all these Karens. That's why they trying to bring them over here. It's time's up. It's time's up. It's our turn. So with them trying to bring them over here to try to push the fact that they're the original people and that we're not. But like I was saying the other day on the chat, people forget China, I ain't like he said, I'm saying they came over here. Still part of us, but different bloodline. Like we said, we are the human, they are the mankind. The Buddha is got nappy hair. On every Buddha you see got nappy hair, unless it's some bullshit ass Buddha. Those were black people too. So
Mm-hmm.
with that, in their invasion, and then coming over here into bloodline, into coming over here and trying to take over this land. Same difference. It's all a target to this land from everybody, from every other bloodline that's not the Aboriginal bloodline to this land and this side of the continent, from Canada all the way down to South America, even including the island. Because that island on the other side of us, that's them. That's all of their bloodline that's trying to
That's true.
invade us. And no, we ain't African. They
So
part of
what,
them
like,
too.
That's why I said, like, when you say that the Mexicans, much like the Mexicans invading, and you brought up the Asians politely invading as well, I don't look at them any different. I just look at it as another invasion by the Asian. I don't look at the Mexicans no different from the Asian. They don't look no different. Their culture is pretty much no different.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Exactly.
You want to know what they ethnicity or their culture is? Just check their pantry. They all got Asian food.
Exactly.
Hey, can I say
In
something, my
International
brother?
Food Store Park. So
yeah, go ahead, big dog Philly. You got the floor.
Much love and respect to everybody, man. I appreciate you, my brother. You already know that. And that's why I
You already
always
know.
push that we need it's like the sister said, it's time. They know they time up, man. We gotta unite. Put all their bullshit aside out of our
that
minds
part.
and come together because we all know this shit is lies from space to the history to everything. It's all fucking lies. And it's time for us to come together, my brother. And that's
That's
all
a
I've been
fact.
pushing. I love my people, man. And you know I always give you respect. And everybody else
Absolutely.
respect. You know what I mean? So it's time for us to unite. That's why I wanted us to put out these petty ass things aside and because it's we gotta do this for the kids, man. It's not for our fucking selves, man.
That's
And
a
you know,
fact.
that's my main thing, my brother. And we gotta unite, man. And that's all I wanted to
Yeah.
say, man.
But
But
check
Everybody
you know,
this
got to do
picture
I
out,
what
bro.
want
They
to
don't
they
even look
they're
happy,
best
bro.
at,
Hey, so
and
well,
listen. Let me break down
unite,
this
man.
picture. Let me
for
break
others.
down this picture. This is a so-called Indian, Asian that was enslaved in colonial Mexico. Went through his classifications. You see these people right here. These people right here are actually Cambodians living in Cambodia. These are Asians in Asia. You see the resemblance? These people are pretty much the same, of the same stock. They've been coming here for some time now. This is what I'm explaining.
So that
Go
last
ahead, smoke,
picture
nigga.
you just showed of the Cambodia is the Asiatic black man. So all skin folks ain't kin folks. That's a Caucasian.
That part.
Everybody is destined and calling to do what they do, and we shouldn't shun and look down on others. You're excellent at what you breaking down, but it's just more than we need the whole shabam to go at Congress and them instead of debating this shit among us like they want us to do.
Right.
I'm confused.
My thing is, we got all the evidence. They gave it to us. It's out there. It's in books. It's on internet. We see this shit. This shit ain't new. It's just the fact that we all coming to a point to where we're waking up. There came a point in time where everybody don't remember because we got lost in that where we were all waking up. See, the Mayans, yeah, that's our people. And when that clock belonged to us and it's time to wake up, that's what 2012 was all about. And we don't remember. We just woke up. And after that point, we're at this point. And at this point, we can see it. We got the evidence. It's everywhere. They wrote the laws. We just got to take the evidence to their laws and crash their ass because this land belongs to the copper color original people. And you're going to try to tell me who ain't and who is copper? You can look at your skin and see if you got the copper tones. It's royal, it's red, it's blue, and it's platinum.
Let me say this too. Now, when we want to unite, what are we uniting under? What cause? Because this is what I see. I see the other, the outsiders uniting on the cause of being the change or exemplifying the change. Um, meaning they're changing the logos. They're actually making changes that exemplify what they're doing while we still living like African Americans, being
Okay.
acting like African Americans.
Wow,
So
powerful.
my question is like, as the sister said, most people are still just waking up. So how can you unite with somebody that doesn't even know or exemplify who they are? So I think there's a lot of work to be done in the
Okay.
in the flesh to then stake your claim in how you are actually acting versus like just telling them or going to the law with these claims. You got to be the American Indian as a whole, and then I'm saying like that to me exemplifies what we're trying to claim.
We could make a run at shit. I don't watch sports no more, but why can't we set the FSU shit straight, since we know that that's a scam and that's a Tonto, that's a Caucasian Indian, that's the logo of the Florida State Seminoles. Doing small steps like that. I mean, commerce, the money side, and working things to get to a law. Money is law. Politics is law. It's all one and the same, but it has to be like you're saying. We ain't got to pick one thing. There's a bunch, but pick one thing and then go at it collectively. Collectively, we stand. Collectively or divided, we fall.
But this is what I'm saying though, and what I'm saying, I want this to be clear. I want this to resonate in y'all's mind. You can't do nothing together if you're not together as one, as in your individual self. You see what I'm saying? So even collectively, we need to all be spiritually individual before you become collective, because people pulling each other down, and like we're on different toxicity levels, different mentalities, different spiritualities, different paths. So I think what I'm saying is that the first step is to everybody individually becoming the change that they're trying to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like then the claim is going to be staked in the people's actual being. You see what I'm saying? Versus them being able to pull a scheme on us or something like that, or even focusing on coming together. We need to focus on raising each person's spirituality and physical. You know, versus like trying to just unite
Exactly.
with a
Exactly.
with a useless cause. Because all you gotta hear
Exactly.
you gotta hear the mental loop. Everybody's saying we gotta come together. We gotta come together, and it's like y'all don't hear how that sounds cool after 20 years of saying that. I'm trying to see who's
Yeah,
making a
but
change to actually exemplify.
but
That's the only thing niggas
we
not doing.
look
That's all I'm
at
saying. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
and even when it is, it seems like somebody trying to come tear it down. But you just got to stay grounded and keep it up.
Yeah,
If you came in with the
yeah.
peace, love, and light, keep it going, man. Keep it going, man. So I want to say peace and love, high vibes to everybody in the chat, to everybody. Peace and love and blessings. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We got America's DNA in here. What's up with it? You back? 10 for you back with that pseudo mess, man? Come on, G.
hey, you
Yeah, I'm
go
back,
after
man. But
and you bang historical, but historical is his story. So I get it on certain things. Okay, yours can only go so far. It takes science. That's science, but I get it. But I'll calm down and get on more on your level, because I could go with the best of them, ministers and all, and still it's in the blood, huh? But I get it. You're tangible. You need to touch it. So let's touch the historical facts. That the historical facts stand that all of that is a different type of man. It's a Homo sapien, huh? You can
Humunculus.
catch a
It's a
homicide. You know
humunculus.
that, right?
Test tubes.
Huh?
It's a homunculus, a test tube. And listen, what you doing is test tube thinking. I
It's
don't
a
do with
homunculus.
I
Test
don't
tube
deal
thinking.
with
I'm on
blood. What I
another
do is
wave
I
of
can tap
thinking.
into the genetic memory and go to the root of the information from any part of time when time existed and break it down for you. See, I don't need the white man's information. I break down
I don't
historical
have
narratives
the what, but
strictly from
so
my
I do
ancestors' point of view. Some
certain
people might
things.
call it
What
a mystery, but I call it
ancestors?
my story.
What ancestors? That's still the science of it. You're saying, you're claiming that you're tapping into DNA. That has to do with blood. So they know you,
No, I
but
said genetic
you
memory.
don't
Genetic memory.
know you,
Genetic
but
memory. You know what that is? Do you know what genetic memory
genetic
is?
memory, that is a reincarnation. You're tapping into
Do
one
you
of
know what
your
genetic memory
ancestors.
is, son? Like you obviously
Genetic
you don't know.
memory is something that you do over time so much that
Not
it
true.
comes
That's not what it means.
genetic
That's not what it
memory.
means. That's not what it means.
Genetic memory comes through the DNA. Huh? You could be tapping into something 6 generations back. You don't know exactly which ancestor that is, but it's genetic DNA. Don't.
That
You
is not what
sound
it is.
pseudo
Hey,
like
listen,
you're
that
just
is not
pulling
what it
these
is. You
sources
don't have
out
a
of
clue.
thin air
You don't
type
have a
shit.
clue what it
That
is. You
that
sound
that is
crazy, G. You sound crazy.
metaphysics, huh?
You sound crazy, G. You don't even know what
No,
it is. You just did
I
a
mean,
bunch of talking.
I sound crazy, but you got all the sense. Historian, his story, huh?
Oh, you a word fanatic. You play word cement.
No, I don't have a
No.
stagnated learning. Aboriginal, so Aboriginal, you're tapping into the same Australian Aboriginal that's a type of man, huh? Like I get
So
it.
Aboriginal is only applied to Australians. That's how I know you don't know
word on
anything. You
reflect
on here talking
his
about
story.
Aboriginal goes with Australians. You don't
You
know
don't,
nothing.
I
That ain't what
mean,
the
you
word
know a
mean.
little, I guess.
You
Aboriginal
don't know
means
anything.
savage beastly. That's what it's connected to. Educated one.
Whatever pseudo soup you
Okay,
sipping
okay.
from, you need to let it go,
Educated
G.
one. Educated one.
Hey, whatever pseudo soup you sipping from, you just need to let it go,
Whatever
G.
power you getting your savagery from. You got the right one.
Aboriginal was applied to America first before it was applied to Australia. Did you know that?
Well, why did they give the Australian Aboriginals the Aboriginal title first?
They didn't, bro. We had it first. All you gotta do is go look
They
it up,
got
bro.
it. They are
They got
universally
it now. Listen,
recognized
they
as
got it.
the
Listen,
first
they got it. They
Aboriginals.
got it. Listen, they got it
Malcolm
now,
X tried
though.
to.
Listen,
Okay,
they
okay,
got
okay.
it now, though. Listen, they got it now, though. 'Cause when you go, you just read it in your Webster
It
1828
counts
dictionary
now.
you brought up. It
Everything
said
counts
America
now.
means the
They're
the
moving forward
Aboriginal races.
now.
That means the word Aboriginal was
It's
already being
part of
applied to the
commerce.
Americas, buddy.
They
What you
needed
talking about?
this. They needed this. They needed this landmass, but it's an Aboriginal
Hey,
land
go
title.
ahead. Pseudo soup. You got the
It's a
flow. Teach our people
pseudo power. Do you know
what you
that it
teach.
is a Aboriginal land title?
Hey,
That's
go ahead. I'm gonna
just
let you
like the
teach.
land
I'm gonna let
patent.
your pseudo ass teach. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's pseudo now, but you run your
Oh,
shit
it's been pseudo. It ain't like
like a
it's pseudo
church.
now. It's been pseudo, brother.
You're still at a stagnated pseudo way. You ain't banging. You ain't banging Congress or nothing. So that's pseudo.
How you know what I'm doing, sir? Do you
Man,
know? Do you know what I'm doing?
collectively, we still at the same place. So you're one of the biggest ones. You're just as big as I'm. I'm just here to make you think. But the
So
whole
now I'm a big
collective
platform
is
now.
still at the
Okay.
same place. But I get it. And
All right.
I'm not mad,
So
bro.
now this a
I'm
large
not
platform
mad
now,
either.
huh?
So let's get it. What's up?
Go ahead. You got the floor. You supposed to be giving us a sip of that pseudo
Oh
soup.
no. You keep saying that everything that I got going on is fucking pseudo. I say the
It
opposite.
is, brother. I'm not
I
being
say the
rude.
opposite. We're just at different
It's
trains of
all
thought.
love, brother.
That's
It's all
all.
love. But it
You're
is.
the
I'm just being honest
historian
with you. Listen,
only.
me
You're
as
the
your
teacher,
brother,
teacher
and
only.
I gotta be honest with you. It's
Minister
very
Power.
pseudo, sir. It's very pseudo, sir.
Appreciate you letting me come
And
up
I'm
here,
your
man.
brother.
I gotta
And
go,
listen, I'm
bro.
your
Thank,
brother, and
thank you.
I don't want you going out looking like that. You know what I mean? So I'm
No,
gonna let
I
you
ain't
know where
looking
it's
no
pseudo.
way. I'm already pseudo competone, but everybody using competone now. So I've been ahead of the game. So I'm all right. I know the truth. The truth is my
Okay.
truth, but
Well, listen. I don't listen.
you
Listen.
got
I
to
don't
go.
listen.
Your truck is
Obviously,
gonna do
listen.
what it do.
If you got the truth, obviously they will mention you. They don't mention you. So listen, you on big
Gotta
Aboriginal.
mention
Hold on,
me.
hold on. I'm gonna mute you right quick.
They
Let me
don't
speak.
have to mention.
Let me mute you right
Hey,
quick. I'm
this ain't
speaking.
no
Hold on.
ego thing.
Let me mute you. Obviously, you're an old man with no discipline. You're a wild old man with pseudo information, which shows the lack of discipline. So let me educate you, young man. You came to my channel. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of you. You got the worst information since Jabari. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So since you on her, you want to know, just sit back and be chill. I educate you, young man. Just pull your desk up. I'm gonna show y'all something that they say couldn't happen. You can't teach your old dog new tricks. Well, I will today, cause that shit was horrible. Shout out to the motherfucking America's True DNA. Shout out to Asar, Chief Jonesy, Sister Sar, Sister Soul Man, and the other sister that's on here. I can't pronounce her name. Let me let. Oh,
Yahawata.
I didn't see his ass back here. Chai Alpha. Shout out to the brother Chai Alpha on the panel.
Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods.
Peace, peace, peace.
Hey, dude was
All right,
definitely bugging
first and foremost, we've been talking for so long. It's action time. Oh man,
Your shit breaking up.
fire.
Your shit breaking up, Alpha. It's breaking up. Cocky, loud, and wrong. Right. Cocky, loud, and wrong than a motherfucker. I'm sitting here listening to him like, boy, that laugh your ass out. You definitely ain't going to Congress with that. Sheesh. But who listens to you? I'm about to go to your channel and see how many views you got. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't got over 100 views on your channel. You definitely can't be dropping no truth. He was strong and wrong. That nigga.
They
That
finna be doing this Christmas shopping and Thanksgiving stuff. We need to make sure that we're not shopping with these people and spending our money with them. That's a start right there. Stop
Yes.
spending with these damn people. Stop giving them more of our money when if we keep saying this. We always be saying, oh, black spending only. When we have black businesses, we don't support each other. That's number one. Number two is we keep spending with these people, giving them more money and more money to fight against us and do all the treacherous shit that they want to do against us. We need to stop spending. We need to tell our kids, don't be thinking some Christmas you need presents, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. We need to stop that. That Black Friday shit that is something that's against us. We need to stop it. We need to stop everything that these people are doing that's bringing us down and not letting them continue. And we keep saying that, oh, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do this. Let's just stop. As of today, nobody go to the mall, nobody buy shit, nobody order nothing online, and none of that.
I agree with you so,
That's a
sister.
small start.
Hell yeah. Shop Aboriginals, man. If you don't know a good website, how about you go to weare2am.com, weare2am.com, and go get you some big Aboriginal merch, man. Go get you some big Aboriginal power merch. You know what I'm saying? Some Aboriginal authentic t-shirts, ball caps, joggers, cups, whatever you need. Go check it out on the website, Shop Aboriginals. If you're gonna shop, man. Shout out to y'all. That is We Are 2 a.m. So make sure y'all check that out. Hey, if you for those in the chat, man, we got 235 in here. How about y'all hit that like button? How about y'all share this on all your social media outlet? How about y'all support the channel? I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to do all the above. Let's go. And then we're gonna allow Sister Soul to get back into her elaborated screen share that she got. Peace and blessings to everybody. shout out to the real. Go ahead, Sister Soul. You got the flow.
Yeah, real quick. Real quick, I just wanted to show a couple of these pictures. She was saying something about the Asians earlier. I said, oh, let me pull up one of these pictures, some of these old pictures showing some of these Asians. Let me go back again real quick. Hold on. Some of these are crests showing the some of these Moors and where they came from, the Brits, the Spain, all these different areas and the different names that they acquired. But let me go past them real quick. I wanted to show these Asian women with these dreadlocks. All these Asian women. This is an old picture from Asia. And they were black, dark skinned. You could see all of them dark skinned. Not one of them was light.
Yeah, but there you can
And you
tell
could
they
see the
ain't.
hair.
You can tell they ain't niggas though.
That's when that's when they started mixing. But you could tell they was different though, bro. You could tell back then they were different. They more whited out now. You could see the skin tone. Look at like this one. Look how
Oh
black
no,
this
they
one is.
them people still there. They
Look
still
how
there in them
dark this
areas.
one is.
Listen, them people still in them areas, Sister Soul. They out in the mountains of Vietnam. They out in the mountains of Cambodia, and they're also the whole area in southern Asia. That the people that we call Negritos. Uh, uh, I know what them people are. That's Quaisan. Let's go back to the Quaisan.
You
The
said
other
go back
black
to the
people.
picture?
Yeah, that one you just showed before then, but I don't know.
Okay. Hold on. This one?
Yeah, that's the Quaisan. They say that's the original Asian. That's just like the same people you were showing with the mop head, but these people migrated outside of Asia and went into parts that we call Africa today. So these are some of the oldest people that they claim is in Africa, and they not even Africans. They just Asians.
Asians that went into Africa. So you're not saying they
Yes,
came from
absolutely. That's why I've been trying to tell y'all it's
so I
never
got
been an out of Africa theory. It's been an into Africa theory the whole time.
and they say these was the first Aboriginal China women.
Yep, yep. But they were also still invaded. And that's where you got your light skinned Chinese, where they come in.
These are Dravidians
That
y'all
we
be
were
talking about too.
invaded everywhere, you know, because
The
we
black
are the
Buddhas.
original
Y'all
everywhere.
talking about the black Buddha.
Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta realize,
Sorry to
boo.
interrupt
You
you,
know,
Sister
you
Soul.
got a lot of people like Maya, all kind. The word Maya and derivatives added on to always been around in America. And when you look at Buddha, his mother was Maya, and you got to look at the significance of how that play into effect. You feel me? In the mythology of Buddhism. So,
This showing this
hey, let's
emperor
do. What year is this?
1541, bro. 1541.
Zoom in on it a little closer. That's not 1541. That's why I want to break this down to show that 1,000 years was added on to our timeline. Zoom in
Oh,
on
right.
this.
It's the I. This
That's an
is
I.
I. You right, bro. I'm sorry. Let
That's
me.
an I. That's the year
Yep. It's the I.
547. You
It's the
got a
I.
Negro right there. That's 547, not 1547. That's 1,000 years they done added on
And it,
in mistranslation. That's why it's up to us to do this translation because only we have the I for our ancestor shit.
mm-hmm. It's another one too. Where is that? This one. Same thing. Look.
That's I
And this look like a
16.
Z5.
That's 1625. That's 25. 25. 16. I mean 625. You got a Negroid. Where's that at? Let me see what that
Yep.
says on there. Philly. No, it might be
It
Philadelphia.
say friend, Brendan
That might be Philadelphia in 1625, y'all.
Philadelphia. What's this
We
shield?
should
What's
go.
this shield though? Ain't this like the British shield or something, bro? What's this shield down here?
Well, the shield looks familiar.
It look.
I
I
really
seen it
would like.
somewhere, but I don't know what it is. I think there's a couple more of them coins too. Trying to see the coins.
The actual coin said I-625. So that was actually in the year of 625. That's actually a dope ass coin though. Shout out to Sister Soul. She going in.
These are some pictures showing from a book. I don't remember the name of the book, but
Zoom
the
in on it.
pictures are
Zoom in
from.
on it. Zoom in on it. We can't see it.
It won't let me zoom
Take
for
your two
some reason.
fingers
I don't
and
know if
like
it's
stretch it out. Take your two fingers and stretch your page out. You can take your two fingers on whatever device you on and just stretch your page out.
I'm on the computer.
Desktop.
Yep. It
Okay.
don't have the and it's just
You
like
should be
the
able to.
you
You
know
should be able to left click on it and it should say zoom. It should tell you to zoom
the
if
zoom
you're on
is
a
usually
mouse.
at the top of the zoom, but it's not allowing me for some reason. Maybe because I stretched the pictures out, they were like
You got to
smaller, and
click
I
on the
like zoomed
picture.
them and scanned them. Let me
Oh,
see.
okay.
Yep, it won't let me for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. That's crazy. It's all good. We can't even
But
see it
it's
though.
some
But
type of Spanish writing. I know that, and it's showing like invasion. Oh,
that's
you can't
Latin
see it?
writing. It's Latin. It's just so small we can barely see anything.
Dang,
Let me see if I can get my
no
screen
matter. Gonna
bigger.
zoom
Hold
in.
on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, that's a black man that the white man had him up, but he wasn't even scared though. The fuck is this shit right here? Some Mexicans?
That's what I was gonna say. And they got this writing all over them. I think these the
Yeah,
Spaniards or something.
yeah, that's exactly what they are.
And they look kind of Asian at that. The Asian
Is that
General
a
back.
midget
This
in the back?
general it says General Bao. The previous picture says. Let me see. It says arrival of the Spanish at the Museum of Saint Augustine, Manila.
Are, are you able to zoom that picture in a little bit? That last one.
Nope, this won't let me. This one of the ones. It'll have the zoom up here, but it's not showing it. So
Okay.
I don't know why
Okay.
some of them won't let me zoom in. There's some Spanish, a Spanish Moor general. There's some information from the Moors showing these are those statues they have all over in Russia, everywhere. They have in all these places. They always have the black Christians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have like black, but they're praising. But then over here in America, they have us with a white Jesus, but they always praising the black statues, which is really crazy. Dang, I'm at these small. It's just these just a lot. I'm gonna get off of this AP. I just want to show some of them Oriental pictures. I think this is a mixed album. I thought this was something else. This a lot of more stuff showing some of the mixing and stuff of the Moors. Information. Oh, that was. Wait a minute. Let me read this real quick. It said the early Christians did not use the method of reckoning time, now generally employed, but such methods as were common at the time when they lived in the countries of which they were natives. Roman Christians used the Roman method, Greek Christians, the Olympiads, Jewish Christians, the Jewish calendar. The Christian era, as distinctive from all of these, was first employed AD at 527. This says 527, not 15. By Dionysius Exiguus, a monk of Cynthia, an abbot of a monastery situated in the valley of Danube.
The use of the Christian era began in Italy about the beginning of the 7th century, about 650, and it spread into France and became general there in the 8th century. A document dated Anno Domino 680, and they always say 16, 680, and purporting to have been written in England is extinct. But the use of the era was not general in the island till the beginning of the 8th century. In 816, the Council of Chelsea ordained that bishops and other ecclesiastics should date documents according to the Christian era in Spain. Just what you were saying, AP. This right here proves what you said, and they admitting it and talking about it.
Oh nah, yeah, that's absolutely right. The that monk actually created the time, which that's what the Anno mean in the time of Diana Saint, whatever the monk name is. Anno meaning in the time of. So when they let you know that this is when the time frame and they start to add on 1,000 years of recorded history. So it even tells you right here that even Christians era, it tells you was in 527. So that's when the letter J would have been roughly started to being used about 680. You feel what I'm saying? After being writing in English and whatnot. But yeah, that's a dope ass source you brought up that stuff.
Hey, Ab, let me say something real quick, please, my brother.
No problem.
Yeah. I just want to say, always respect, man. I'm going to go back in the chat. I've been posting, I started a new channel, man. I've been posting my link in the chat. I appreciate everything you're doing, man. I'm going to keep supporting you. I just want us to come together, man. Point blank, period. And
That's a
like I
fact,
always
bro.
say, put all that religion, science, and all that other bullshit aside because these motherfuckers trying to do us dirty again. You know what I mean? So I got you. I'm with y'all 100%, man. Point blank to the people.
That's
I'm
a
gonna go
fact.
back in the chat. Much
That's a
love
fact,
to
man.
everybody. Respect to
Much
everybody,
love,
man.
man. Matter of fact, we about to get ready to end this, man, because I got another bill coming up later on. I'm supposed to do the face off with Bro Sanchez. So make sure y'all tune in to that.
Yeah, we still got that 100 on it, right?
Absolutely. Come
All
on,
right.
man. Yes,
Okay. I'm a
absolutely.
man of my word. That's all, bro. Much
Yeah,
respect.
it's
Much
on the
love to the
flow,
people.
baby. It's on the
They
flow.
just even though it's a debate, let's be respectful and let's unite, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's about.
All
Shout out
right.
to all the American Aborigines out there in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came on the panel. Show some love. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I want to say peace and blessings once again to the chat and everybody listening in. Do me a favor, hit the like button and please drop some fire emojis in the chat. If y'all want to support the channel, the link is on the screen. You can do so. But hey, most important thing that you can do is hit the like button and to share this on all your social media outlets. I really appreciate y'all. We're gonna get ready to end this thing proper. So I hope everybody's tuned
I got
in.
you, man. Have a good evening, man.
You too, big bro. Take it easy.
One thing before you leave, you'll send me the link to the group for the what you said was on Zoom.
Yeah, I got you. Absolutely. Yeah, I usually go live, so you'll be able to get the link in the live when I do the link. So I haven't got a Zoom live set up today, but I will do a live stream to allow people to get a heads
Yeah,
up.
cause I'm into that. I'm into that fighting shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too much in my story, but you can look me up. I can give you my real name. I done fought state fed double jeopardy. I done fought many other cases and won, without a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with the fight. You know what I'm saying? Fighting the system. So
Hey
that's something
man,
I want to get
listen.
into and be a
If
part of that
anybody,
group and to building and making sure we get what we need.
absolutely, brother. That's really the true job, and that's what every family household, whether they're into it with the information, know exactly who they are. This is something they can take back to their household and really start implementing right now. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll keep you informed on that, brother. I appreciate you for coming through once again. Shout out to the chat once again, the most latest chat on YouTube right now, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop some fire emojis. I want to see it flooded in the chat with fire emojis. Can we do that? Let's get ready to get out of here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's a cold, cold world out here, man. Make sure y'all keep your eyes open. All tray of them. You feel what I'm saying? You never know. You never know.
What time the debate, bro?
You never, huh? I I'm not for sure.
What
I
time
think
is the
Chief got it.
debate?
I want
Oh,
to say it's
okay.
about 4:30. Well, it ain't even a debate today. It's the
All right.
face off.
Peace and
So
love. Peace. Peace.
yeah, it ain't the debate today. It's the face off. But
Oh,
yeah,
it's a face.
we're gonna
All
get
right.
straight
Sounds
into it.
good.
Shout out to everybody in there, man. Peace. Be safe. Take it easy. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. It's your brother Big Aboriginal Power, man. Voice of the Aboriginal people.
I look around like where the love at? Where's the congrats? Where the daps? Where the hugs at? Don't wait till I'm in a casket, be above that. Need to receive it while I'm breathing. Where the love at? Yeah, the streets asking where the love at. Where's the congrats? Where the daps? Where the hugs at? Don't wait till I'm in a casket, be above that. Need to receive it while I'm breathing. Where the love at? I'm still solid with a heart of stone. The best way to guard the throne is to walk alone. Cause the energy switch the minute you don't offer loans. And by the time you feel the love, you in the coffin gone. A cold world, I see it first person. It ain't no love until you found behind that hurts hurt. It ain't no love cause the relationships don't last long. They spend your paper, then they skating when the cash gone. Started this business, I ain't get no support. A youngin' just got sentenced with no family sitting in court. And she don't love you, she just fuck you for the Christian Dior. Your dog can catch her vibe too if you whipping the Porsche. They gave you 20 years and let him off a cooperation. And he don't even feel remorse. He at your neck giving statements. And after that, he back on the streets flexing that hate. And look what we teaching to the next generation. All I can say is damn. I look around like where the love at? Where's the congrats? Where the daps? Where the hugs at? Don't wait till I'm in a casket, be above that. Need to receive it while I'm breathing. Where the love at? Yeah, the streets asking where the love at. Where's the congrats? Where the daps? Where the hugs at? Don't wait till I'm in a casket, be above that. Need to receive it while I'm breathing. Where the love at? I want peace, so I'm asking where the love at. But all they want is beef, they asking where the slugs at. When you need relief, you asking where the plug at. But when we showing love in the streets, we just get mugs back. But we can all be on top and make the same dollars. And though we live on different blocks, we got the same traumas, the same cycles. We deal with the same problems. You might see me different, but with the cops, it's the same come. Think you flying your hill figure, but you still nigga. Living in a house on the hill, them streets will still get you. Once you lose it, you can never get that trust back. And love is war, so be sure your soldiers bust back. In this world, it's hard to be influential, cause once you get it, people sense it and start getting resentful. Everybody say they real, you gotta show your credentials, cause once you start going forward, they start going against you, for real. I look around like where the love at? Where's the congrats? Where the daps? Where the hugs at? Don't wait till I'm in a casket, be above that. Need to receive it while I'm breathing. Where the love at? Yeah, the streets asking where the love at. Where's the congrats? Where the daps? Where the hugs at? Don't wait till I'm in a casket, be above that. Need to receive it while I'm breathing. Where the love at?